Welcome to High Performance by the World. It's another show. And I'm still your host, Pastor Hpbtw. Today we're going to be having a very, very good show. And I'm already enjoying the show because we're going to be talking about something very, very creative. I believe you already guessed what we'll be looking at today. Remember, we're talking about high performance. That means generating maximum value. And we're looking at several things that enable us generate maximum value and keep sustaining this superior performance across time. Remember, we've looked at several key knowledge need areas, and one of it is creativity. So today we'll be talking creativity. What is creativity? People think about creativity differently, but creativity is creativity anyhow. But one of the important things about creativity is that it's determined by your mindset. And creativity is so crucial to business today because you are successful as your level of creativity. And that's why it's so important that you boost your creativity and help your creativity. There are many materials out there that can help you boost creativity. But a particular one that I would love to refer us to is Recreating Your World, a book by the world's foremost coach and trainer and mentor, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome. We'll be going on break now, and right after the break, we'll get right into business. Welcome back. We're running on creativity today, and I have a very wonderful personality who is joining me on set. He's a very seasoned banker. He's been in the industry for a while, and he has won at different levels. So he has just the right things to tell us about this beautiful concept on creativity. Ugo Nuba, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pastor.
Yes. I know several organizations are taking advantage of the power of creativity and winning over the competition and bringing in new ideas, bringing in new products. And you are part of this trend that's been going on and winning all around the world today. So talk to us. What really is creativity? When we say creativity, what really is creativity?
Thank you, Pastor, once again for this opportunity to be on set with you.
Thank you.
Okay? Just love the way you love me, sir.
Thank you.
Thinking about the word creativity, I can easily define it as the use of imagination to produce new ideas.
Yes.
Okay? To create or produce new ideas. So basically, that is what creativity means in a nutshell. How do you get that added advantage? Okay, looking at my industry, how do you get the edge over your competition?
Yes.
Basically, it's your level of creativity that distinguishes you from bank A or from bank B.
Yes.
Okay, sir? Thank you, sir.
Wow, that is cool. Mm-hmm. That is creating new ideas.
Yes,
based on the power of your imagination.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Creativity is very crucial to business today. From what you just said, it differentiates company A from company B.
Yes, sir.
So talk to us. Why is creativity so crucial? Why are organizations looking for creative people? Because an organization doesn't just exist by itself. People make up the organization. So you find out that organizations are looking for creative people. They want creative people. Why is this talk on creativity so crucial to business success today?
Okay. Thank you very much once again.
Yes.
It's very crucial because in the market today, it's made up of different people. Different people want different things, okay? And for you to be able to meet those customers' needs or meet your clients' needs, you have to be creative. Okay, you have to be creative. And I work in a financial institution. We have so many. Okay, what bank A is going to offer to a person might be different from what bank B is going to offer to that same person. But what is important is, are you meeting that person's need? Are you meeting that person's, are you addressing his concerns, his problems? So that is where creativity comes in. We look at the customers or the client's problem, and we try to solve it, bringing new ideas, new solutions. Different banks or different institutions or companies are doing different things, all focused on solving that problem.
Yes. Sometimes I I've often wondered, you understand, within the organizations, when people come up with creative ideas and stuff like that, is there a process for boosting creativity? Can one boost his creativity? Can one enhance his creativity and become more creative so that you can keep churning out creative ideas, creative products for your organization? Yes.
Okay. Yes, Pastor, someone can boost his creativity. Different organizations, there's something that they call closed room sessions. I want to penetrate a particular market. I want to get some form of new business. So I have to enter that business with a form of new ideas. Okay? So in these times where you want to, boost that your creativity, you need people, because different people think in different ways.
Yes.
Okay, so bringing them together, letting them understand what you are trying to achieve helps boost that creativity.
Yes.
It's also using your imagination. I have a problem. How do I solve it? Pondering on it, thinking about it, and bringing out solutions to
Yes.
it. So by thinking about the problem and how to create solutions helps you to boost your creativity.
Yeah.
It's also understanding the vision, understanding why we want to do this. Okay, that also helps channel or focus where you want your creativity to move into.
Wow. I know before we came on set, you were talking to me about one of Pastor's materials.
Yes, sir.
That you read.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You said power of your mind.
Yes, sir.
And I also observed again too in recreating your world. Pastor also talked about that.
True, sir.
Very close to what you just said now. The power of the imagination. Yes, in that material, Pastor said your imaginative power is your creative ability. And so if you can think through, ideas will come to you.
Very true, sir.
The thing is just to be quiet in your mind, to think through the solution. That is so beautiful. And that brings me to my next question. Can just anybody be creative? Can just anybody be creative? Or it takes some very special people to be creative if you are not in that class? So there might be some people watching now and they're thinking, we're talking about creativity. There are certain things people hear and they just feel this is left to some people in certain organizations, like the Googles of today, the Microsofts, name some of these companies. So when you're talking creativity is limited to such organizations and individuals working in such organizations, and so it's not for the everyday person. Can the everyday person be creative?
Thank you. Emphatically, yes, Pastor.
Wow.
Yes, the everyday person can be creative.
Yes.
Okay, just like Pastor also said in his book, it's our responsibility.
Yes.
Okay, and he mentioned something that he said it's important that we have times to meditate.
Yes.
Okay, so as let's say there's a problem or there's a solution you are trying to this thing.
Yes.
Having those times to just meditate and create it, like we discussed in the previous thing,
Yes.
improves your creativity. So every single person can be creative. More so, Christ has been made unto us wisdom.
Yes.
And we, as he is, so
are we in this
yes,
world.
are we in this world. Okay, and he also said in Proverbs, I wisdom dwell in prudence, and I've given you knowledge for witty invention. So
Yes.
all those things are in it, in everybody. It's now how do you pull it out?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Did you hear that? It's telling us that everyone and anyone can be creative. All you need to do is settle down, meditate through the problem. And that's why we always say, if you are a believer, you have the advantage. Because with the word of God, with the Holy Ghost stirring you up, there are several scriptures that come to mind, even right now. You're faced with a challenge in the office, or you're faced with a challenge in your own business or something, or whatever the task is. I can imagine you just saying that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I run through this challenge smoothly. I can just imagine ideas coming through your mind. So that means it's anyone can be creative.
Yes,
Anyone can solve problems.
True, sir.
Once he settles down
Yes, sir.
to do just that. Yeah. So one question I would like to ask you, but I will ask you that question after the break. We'll be going on break right now. Stay tuned. There's a very, very important question I want to ask our guests.
Many people long for success. They desire to do something with their lives, to make a difference in society, to become famous, or to become great. We all have the want to move from ordinary to extraordinary, to make the leap from good to great, to turn the seed of greatness that is in us into a fruitful field, and to fulfill the call of God upon our lives. From Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome comes this new and riveting book, The Power of Your Mind. Do you want to do something extraordinary with your life? See, God has given you an excellent tool to use in your journey of greatness. It is called your mind. Learn how to walk in divine excellence through the power of a renewed mind. Get your copy of The Power of Your Mind today.
Hello and welcome to U.Gov. U.Gov is all about you and the government. We'll be looking at Nigeria's political party system.
I don't even want to know any of them.
You need an organizing body that is structured.
You are using a lot of your political jargon. No, it's cool. That's why we are here.
We want to be Nigerians. The Nigerian state was an
Hello and welcome to this exciting episode of U.Gov.
problem. Nigerians, your grandfather, my grandfather,
since we talked about that,
to say we want to be Nigerians. The Nigerian state was an
state is a group of people that comes together to govern people, the marks.
The first point I'd like to...
They can be, as we have...
Welcome. In performance anatomy, one of the building blocks of high performance, it is said that your mindset will enable you generate the right operational practices that leads to superior business results. I'll take it again. In performance anatomy, one of the building blocks of high performance, it says the mindsets, if effectively aligned, generate operational practices that what leads to superior business results. What does this mean? Remember, we're talking creativity, and your creativity is your imaginative power. I know when we talk about the mindset, we're talking about the totality of all of your beliefs, inclusive of your imagination, everything that determines the way you think, the way you respond, the way you react. And so once your mindset is effective within the organization, it helps you come up with operational practices that will lead to superior business results. And that's why we always say, with the right mindset, you're able to generate enough creativity. Listen, with the right mindset, you are able to generate the right creativity. And it turns out to be like this. Remember, creativity and imagination are the same. Your imaginative power is your creative ability. So if your imaginative power is on the positive level, then it simply means that most of your effective imagination will produce superior results. You'll wonder, what is effective imagination? I'm going to explain something very quickly. You have what is called choice imagination. Your choice imagination is what you would like to achieve. But the effective imagination is what you actually achieved. And you find out that many times people desire to achieve a certain goal or achieve a certain objective, but they never really achieve it. What's the challenge? There's an issue with their imaginative power, their ability to create. And so they have a choice of action. They have a choice of what they want to see, what they want to do, what they want to achieve. but they never really do achieve it because the level at which their imagination is operating is not at the same level as their choice imagination. And that's why there's a difference between your effective imagination and your choice imagination. So the important thing is to bring at par your effective imagination with your what? Choice imagination, so that at all times you are achieving your goals and targets. And what does that mean? It means you are what? Producing superior business results. And every time you're producing superior business results, you're performing at a high performance level. And that's why your level of creativity enables you come up with practices. And that's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Being creative enough to determine this is what we're going to do. We've been running this process this way, and it's been producing these results. But we can produce something better. Do you understand?
Yes,
we want to produce what we want to achieve. And so how are we going to do it? We've got to upgrade our effective imaginations, because your effective imagination is the level at which you're operating in right now. But right now you want to upgrade your effective imagination to be at par with your choice imagination, so that everything you want to achieve, you achieve it.
True, sir.
That's right. So, Brother Ugo, we know that in the organization, everyone wants to stand out. And like I said earlier on, people are looking for creative people. And I remember some time in the past, we used to run biometrics to determine your creativity level. And oftentimes it is discovered that people are different levels of creativity. We've already talked about you can boost your creative level. But right now, I want to know, how do they identify exceptionally creative people in the organization? And you find out that certain organizations, all they employ are the exceptional ones. And this organization is all about churning out new ideas. Someone wants to stand out, generating more value, and is asking, how can I do it? I want to be amongst the first grade in terms of creativity in my organization. What are the things I should do to be picked as an exceptionally creative person? What do you think?
Thank you, Pastor.
Yes.
You know, one of the first things that we can do is having an I can do mentality.
Yes.
Okay. Such persons, you will see, they are persons that want to get results, thinking unconventionally with less resources. Okay. They're always thinking of new ways to go about their tasks or assignments handed over to them. They are folks that easily work with people or bring out the best in people. Other ways you can identify people that are creative are those who are also result-oriented. Okay, always want to, get or achieve their results. Okay, and finally, very, very important, because it's a way that you retain the knowledge that you have possessed. Those who are willing to teach and raise others to the level of performance that they are actually working in. Okay.
Cost effectiveness,
Yes, sir.
is a product of creativity. Is that not right?
Truth.
That means if you're functioning in a cost-effective way, not necessarily going for low-quality stuff, but you are achieving the same results with less cost, it's as a result of creativity.
Truth.
Because why I'm saying that, I got to meet someone some time back who, in a particular organization, there was a particular person was handling a particular task,
Okay.
and the person had been running that task for almost, in Nigerian currency, Nigerian naira, for about 700,000 every month. And this other person gets to handle the same assignment that this other person was running at almost 700,000 naira every month, at just barely 350,000 naira. And when I discovered that, I was really so amazed. The same assignment, the same task, one is running it at 700K every month. The other one comes in, takes over the same assignment, delivering even much more results at just 350. I think that is creativity at work.
It is.
Yes. So creativity is so very, very important. You just heard what we just talked about and what I just shared. Some fellow delivering a task at 700 Nigerian naira, and some other fellow giving the same task, and the fellow producing even more superior quality on the task at 350 Nigerian naira. That is the result of what? Creativity.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And in an organization with such kinds of results, you will definitely stand out.
True, sir. True, sir.
Definitely stand out. Those are some of the things organizations are looking for. Cost effectiveness. How can you produce the same results or even a better result at lower cost?
True, sir.
And it's only creativity
True, sir.
that can help you with that.
Very
You want to
true,
say
sir.
something?
Yes, sir. Very
Yes.
true, sir. A couple of years ago, in some of the financial institutions, you had to come to the bank to do everything.
Yes.
But right now, creativity brought out the invention of every bank has a mobile app.
Yes.
Okay. Every bank has an alternative delivery channels.
Yes.
Okay. So very, very true, sir. Okay. Even banks are going into other forms of innovations where you don't even have to come into the bank at all. I hear some banks you can process your checks, okay, from the comfort of your home.
Wow.
So it's very, very true. And all these are all cost-effective ways of running the business.
Yes.
True, sir.
So you see the beauty of creativity, and you can be as creative as you choose to be. There's a material I would like to recommend at this time. 2 materials from our man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakilome. The first one is The Power of Your Mind. Get the material, you'll be amazed at how it will impact your level of thinking. The second one is Recreating Your World. These materials are beautiful. Get these materials and impact your mind with the knowledge in those materials. Thank you for joining us today. Brother Ago, thank you for being on set with me today. We've had such a wonderful time
Thank you very much, Pastor.
discussing the subject of creativity.
Thank you very much.
Viewers out there, looking forward to hearing and seeing you next time on the show. You might wonder, on the show? Yes. Joining us, viewing from home, from your laptops, wherever, is joining me on the show. So looking forward to seeing you next time on the show. God bless you. Welcome to Performance Corner, and today I'll be speaking 2 words, performance and anatomy. But I'll again bring both words together to form one word, performance anatomy. Performance anatomy is one of the building blocks of high performance, and it's very crucial to high performance. What does this mean? It is said that mindsets, operational practices, superior business results. There are 3 components: mindsets, operational practices, superior business results. How do we link all of these 3? In performance anatomy, which was pushed by Accenture as one of the building blocks of high performance, it is said that if mindsets are effectively aligned, they will generate operational practices that will lead to superior business results. I'll take it again. If mindsets are effectively aligned, they would produce operational practices or generate operational practices that will lead to superior business results. We're talking about superior business results, and we're saying the key is the mindset. With an effective mindset, which comprises of your whole belief system, your imaginative power, your creative abilities, once you can put all of these effectively and align them effectively with organizational vision and objectives, it will generate operational practices that will create superior business results. So simple. Operational practices from the right mindsets will produce superior business results. See you next time.